Oh god, I fucking hate when that happens. Oh god. Holy shit. But either way, I have to find a way to clip them on together because I don't think I can. I don't even have any fucking video editing platforms. Like shit. Anyway, fuck that shit, man. Let's just get on with it, man. It is actually when I fucking, you know what I mean? Like if I click on the camera icon, it's just gone. But when I click on something else, it would still roll. Like it would still film me, but I could, do something else on my screen. Fuck that shit, man. It's so fucking annoying. That already happened like 3 times, and it's the same dissatisfied fucking feeling. Anyway, what is humanity's most positive trait? Now I'm fucking tilted. Like I did all that. I wanna like get on one day and watch my fucking videos. I don't think I'll watch it, but like if I get stumbled upon one video that I would just oh, that's what I did. I got like a fucking toothbrush, an electric toothbrush, automated toothbrush. What the fuck? And I had that day. I did something that day. I played that game that day. I went through some stuff that day. Now I can't because I fucking need to get this recording again. And I've tried it, man. I already tried like uploading two videos, but it's separate. I need to fucking edit it. It's so shit. And now I'm fucking supposed to answer what is humanity's most positive trait. Nothing, really. I'm a pessimist. Humanity is in my perspective. I'm Filipino, and I live in a third world country, and I've felt the this thing called bayanihan, where like your neighbors are just really up your business. You know what I mean? It's like, no, you don't know what I fucking mean. It's like when someone gets hurt, when there's an emergency, the neighbors, that includes you if you're in the position to help someone, would just go on, no questions asked, and help you. Or if you're a bystander and you have that trade, but yeah, you're gonna help them with no questions asked, just because they are in dire need of help. Like you are not someone to. It's really not an option to ignore. So that is humanity for me. But pretty much right now, people are dying. People are dying of a genocide. People are still getting hate crime for the dumbest things, and people are just hating. Just like I said, I quote this pretty much every day to justify the lack of basis of my fucking pessimist perspective or mindset or whatever I fucking believe in, because I don't know much about it. I just know that, is that the quote is it is a Smith song from I Know It's Over. It's so easy to laugh, it's so easy to hate. It takes guts to be gentle and kind. Over and over. And that's what I live by. So, with humanity, it's so easy to hate, it's so easy to laugh. But it takes guts to be gentle and kind. And, something that is fading away. Pretty much. Because back then, in like the 90s or the 80s, or even not much long, people are much more compassionate because there's not much uh, like distractions. So the biggest distractions in this era or this age or this generation is the social media, and I also relate to that because it really is a big of a distraction that there would be less attention span for people who use it, or including me. I can't even watch a single episode of an anime, or like I can't do this because it just bores me. so much faster, more so than usual, because of how the social media is so simultaneous. You crave for that dopamine, so you laugh at this video, and then even if it's like a 60-second video, you still tend to skip on and like watch the part that that could potentially give you dopamine. So that's it. And how does that relate to humanity? Because people who are not exposed as much to social media, like unlike today, are much more compassionate, much more patient, and you know yeah, the patience is there. So with the compassion and the genuine uh, interaction with any other people, there would be still uh, evidences of humanity. And it's not something that is going on still today. Not as much as back then, I would say. Yeah, I mean, uh, there's not much as like evidences or like to support what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that's how I feel, because right now people are selfish. And you know I'm speaking for the humanity, because I get selfish. I am left with nothing. My family is left with nothing. You know what I mean? Like, why am I trying to give more to others when I can't have anything, or like I can't have anything at all, or I don't have anything left for me if I gave some of me to other people? I mean, it's no excuse to do that, but you know, priorities are priorities. Your family is your priority, yourself is your priority, and that's all valid. People are trying to survive out there. Now, if this is the perspective of someone who is privileged, and I am privileged, I consider it to be privileged, of course. I have a roof on my head, stuff like that. But what I mean by privilege, let's just change. People who are luxurious, who live a luxurious life, pretty much the perspective would be like, what is humanity left today? The question is, what is humanity's most positive trait? They would be like, yeah, like, be united. You know what I mean? Like, speaking up. It is a reality, yes. Just like what's happening now, like the boycotting, like the when there's something's up, like like freedom of speech, whether it be damn, that is so disrespectful. I'm like really like, this is serious for me, and I'm just gonna be like yawning every once in a while. So fucking disrespectful. Anyway, yeah, is it because their understanding of the world, they have not touched with the humanity, or like what is humanity today truly like? They live in a bubble, and you can't really blame them from that. It's not really their fault, and if anything, it's their parents' fault, and it's everybody. It's every parent's fault for bringing a child here in the earth if you can't sustain it. You know what I mean? But for humanity, pretty much the most positive trait I would say is relating to one another. The way that the human being population, is so similar that we could just rediscover ourselves, our experiences to be not as unique. If we think that this experience, I just put Vicks on my nose, so just cause. Uh, if you think like your childhood experience, or pretty much your general experience about something is so unique that you think, oh, I'm literally like the only person who have experiences. But no, like 40%, like majority, pretty much majority of the human population have experienced that too. Regardless of where they live, regardless of what they believe on, because we're all humans. We relate to each other. That is a positive trait. We understand. We tend to understand, even though we're like apart. You know, the thing that stops us to to live in harmony is the feelings, deep rooted hate, deep rooted prejudice, deep rooted, you know, like scheming, wars that has not been resolved. And when I say that people are different but still similar, well, they are, as much as, just like I said, as much as I could say that people are just, pretty much all the same. That is also how much people are different from each other. You know, the way we think, the way we perceive things, what matters to us the most, it really depends on where you're from, what your culture, what do you believe in. So that's how it gets unbalanced. You know, so people have more hate to this. So I can't really say that, or like, this group of people is much more superior because they are liberals, they are woke, or they are like, like their opinions about stuff is right on social issues. But I guess, it's that is just being ignorant of how, and how many people are. Everybody's just so diverse. People believe what they want to believe. People practice what they practice, and it's not just English speakers, or like people who could understand and comprehend the social issues and try to be woke, who are superior in this sense, because we are just aware, but we do not know how truly it is to be in that situation, to be in that, to be in that. If To be in that, if we, for an example, are in their shoes, or where they're standing at. So it's just another dilemma of being a hypocrite. We can speak on stuff, I could yap everything, or like, like anything about something, but it still won't matter, I guess. It matters to me because I could yap, or I could like say anything what I want. Yeah, say anything that I want, but to an extent. I cannot do hate speech. I cannot do insults in here, like, like profanity. I do profanity, but it's still to an extent. My only excuse to that is my expression of how I speak. But humanity's most positive trait is just understanding each other. I'm not gonna say the humanity, like one of those pictures or videos. Humanity, there's still humanity in the world, where like, where there's like, you still haven't mentioned, when there's still like hope of people helping each other, or like, saving the animals. That will still go on. It's passion, it's compassion, it's something that is natural. But you know aside from that, we are killing each other. People are dying because of difference of territory and stuff. And the story. Damn! Those are fucking big ass yawns. Anyway, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, if we understand each other, or like we try to tolerate each other, that's still not gonna be enough. sooner or later it's still gonna be uh, resulting in a big, or like, I have these stuff. Sorry for getting distracted, but these are cute. See, it's really like popular in the Philippines, and I got this not unironically. Like, no, it's not. Yeah, I did buy this, but it's for a prop for a parade in my school that I never attended to. I just really wanted to get this, and yeah, look at that. It's so cute. So yeah, how humanity reflects, reflects today is, how it's gonna affect its trade too. I cannot. I mean, that's the only thing that I can say. Humanity's most positive trait is just understanding each other. Because if it's not, then we're all gonna be in shambles. We're all gonna be killing each other. Because one war, or like one war or two, will not define uh, like the mis like how each country's nations misunderstands each other, like not because, just because of one just because a war is ongoing doesn't mean that every other countries are like fighting too, or like going on with the war too. I mean, it's still possible, and I hope not, because it's all peace for today. We've been over it. It's like a primitive way of claiming a territory, but we're not really. We're already past that. So really past that, and you know what I mean. It's like, why does it bother us? Because we're a third world country. Their macro, uh, the macro changes, and like the you know like how like the industry on those countries are getting shut down, it has an effect on us. On even like a macro effect from them would still affect us in macro level still. But it's like we don't feel it. We just feel it in the economy and stuff. It really matters to them, but it doesn't really matter to us. All you could, all we could really do is being aware, spread awareness, and doing everything we can to spread the information about uh, what's really happening in the world. Because there's no reason, like by all means, there's really no reason to for us to tend or to like let the misinformation spread, or like these so-called propagandas. So yeah, what I mean about like the I'm so tired of answering this question, man. I'm out. Peace.